Okay, for number 8, compute the surface area of the revolution about the x-axis for this relationship over the interval from 1 to a. So what I want to do here is, kind of write the problem down again. And again, this is number 8. And it's y equals, that's x squared over 4 minus the natural log of x over 2. The x is on the interval from 1 to a, and this is about the x-axis. All right, so I'm going to put dy dx down first. Again, I just want to warn you again, if things are not working out, you might have made a mistake somewhere. So it's going to be 2x over 4, which would be x over 2. And this would be minus 1 over 2x. I'm going to common denominator here. That would be 2x. And I want to make sure I copy the problem right. So x squared over 4 minus natural log of x over 2. Yeah, I'm okay. So common that 2x, so I get x squared minus 1. And what do I want to do? I want to do 1 plus dy dx squared. Write that down for you. 1 plus, well, it's going to be 4x squared now. And that's going to be, let's see, x to the 4th power minus 2x squared plus 1. Common 4x squared. And what do you get there? You get x4 plus 2x squared plus 1. I need to take the square root of that. And this turns out to be, let's take a look at it. The bottom is 4x squared. And the top is x squared plus 1 quantity squared. And we're on this interval over here. It's pretty easy to take the square root of that. You get x squared plus 1 over 2x. All right, so I think I'm almost ready to write down the integration now. So the surface area, let's call it S, is going to go from 1 to a, 2 pi. It's being rotated about the x-axis, so the radius is y. And what's y? Let's write that down. It's x squared over 4 minus the natural log of x over 2 times, well, we just did it, so it's going to be x squared plus 1 over 2x dx. Right, that looks complicated, doesn't it? So what I want to do here, I don't really see something simple to do. I'm going to, maybe just factor out the 2 pi and expand it, see what happens. So S equals 2 pi, 1e, I'm going to put a common denominator down too. So this is going to be x squared minus 2 ln x over 4 times x squared plus 1 over 2x dx. Let's see, S equals, I am going to factor out 8 now on the bottom. So it's going to be pi over 4, because 2 goes in 4 times. So 1 to e, and then I get this, I still have an x in the bottom. And then I got to expand this thing over here. And what do you get? You get x4, let's see, plus x squared, minus 2 x squared ln x minus 2 ln x dx. Let me see if I did okay with that. x4, see the x squared minus 2x squared ln x. Yeah, I'm going to keep moving forward on it. Pi over 4, 1 to e, and I'm going to start to reduce the term. So x cubed, that's easy to integrate, plus x, that's easy to integrate, minus 2x ln x, and that's going to be minus 2 ln x over x dx. All right. And again, I know that looks difficult, and I want to make sure I'm going to do okay with it. And I don't know, I guess I think I can start integrating. So you get s equals pi over 4. One thing at a time. I'm going to do, x cubed, but it's going to be x4 over 4. And then I get x squared over 2. And I got to do a little side work now. And the reason for that, I'm looking at it and I'm wondering how to integrate that. And I'm thinking the first guy, integration by parts, and the second guy, a basic u substitution. So let me just do one at a time. Let me do ln x over x dx. And I would say u equals ln x. Du would be 1 over x dx. And what do you get there? That would be equal to, let's see, star. And then ln x would be u. And then dx over x is just a du. So what's it going to give me? U squared over 2 plus some constant of integration. I'm not too worried about the constant at this point. But I think I know the antiderivative of that term over there now. And that's going to be minus 2. And that's going to be what? Let's see, u is ln x squared over 2, right? I'm going to erase that 2 now. And let me close it out. Limits of integration 1 to a. Let me get my eraser out. I'm done with the side work on that one. That wasn't so bad to do. Again, mistakes can happen, but it still wasn't bad to do. You'll know you made a mistake when you look at the key, by the way. We're not looking at the key until we're done with the problem. The next one is this x ln x that I need to do. So x ln x dx. And I'm going to say, it looks like an integration by parts where u would be natural log of x and du would be 1 over x dx. X dx would be dv. That means v equals x squared over 2. And I think I can handle that too. So what do you get? X squared over 2 ln x minus, it's going to be v du now. So x squared over 2 and then 1 over x dx. Let's keep moving on that. X squared over 2 ln x minus, this is going to be x over 2 dx. And that's going to be x squared over 2 ln x minus x squared over, well, I have to divide by 2 again, so 4 plus c. I think I got that one covered. And we're multiplying by minus 2, all right? So minus 2 times the first term will be minus x squared ln x. All right, so multiplied by minus 2. But minus 2 times the second term is going to be plus x squared over 2. Yep, x squared over 2. Now, certainly I'm looking at it, and I'm going to simplify a tiny little bit. I'm going to look at these two terms here, and I'm just going to add them together. And what would it give me? It would just give me 1x squared. So let me erase that. And tell you I got 1x squared now. All right, so the problem now is plugging the numbers in. And depending on who your teachers are, they may say, don't worry about plugging it in. Use your calculator, so to speak. I'm not using a calculator, by the way. So what I want to do is just go over here and just one step at a time. So S, and it's easy to make a mistake, by the way. If you make a mistake, try to make it towards the end. So it's going to be e to the 4th power over 4 plus e squared minus e squared. And the natural log of e is just 1. So I'm not going to write that down. And then minus, well, again, the natural log of e is just 1, and 1 squared is 1. Minus pi over 4. And now I got to put the 1 in there, right? So what do you get? 1/4 plus 1 And the natural log of 1 is 0, so I don't have to worry about that, right? I do have to worry about some arithmetic over here. And I'm seeing things that, maybe it's just, I don't know, they look like they're pretty easy to do, but I don't know, maybe it's not. I'm going to factor pi over 4 out. And you get e to the 4th power over 4 minus 1, minus 1/4, minus 1. And I want to pull it all together and make it nice and neat, including if I make them an error. It's still going to look like a nice, neat error. Let's see, common denominator 4 over here, e to the 4th. And this would be 4 over 4, and this is 4 over 4. So what do you get? Minus 4, minus 8, minus 9. What does that give you? Pi, e to the 4th, minus 9 over 16. Put a box on it. And again, like I always say, look at the key and see if you got that answer. And if you don't have that answer, something's wrong somewhere, including my key, by the way. All right? Now, certainly the definition of madness is to match yourself, but let's take a look. It's 16. I see that. I see the pi, e to the 4 minus 9. We're good to go to the next question. Thank you.